I am someone who usually prefers to stay silent on controversial issues for a number of reasons that I haven't gone into yet. But there's been something going on YouTube lately that I absolutely, at this point, refuse to remain silent about. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to watch this video and get some insight on my perspective. There have been a number of changes to YouTube recently. The subscriber drops, this is where people are just losing subscribers overnight. I've seen this on my channel as well. Algorithm changes, so you can be doing really well and then all of a sudden your views will drop off a cliff. And the most controversial recent thing, which is the demonetization of videos. Corporations are boycotting YouTube because they don't want their ads played against videos that are deemed offensive. Now, we've seen some crazy scandals on YouTube in the past. There have been entire channels that have been deleted with no explanation, AdSense accounts completely shut down for, again, no explanation. It's almost impossible to reach somebody at YouTube. I have worked directly with YouTube staff in person and over the phone, and I love their vision for creativity and sharing and the future, but I will say, I mean, it's not run by some gigantic corporation and some fat cats in an office. It's a lot of young people. It's kind of unorganized, and a lot of them have personal agendas, most of which are political and personal in nature. But one thing that I know for sure at this point in my YouTube career is that if I had listened to the doomsday naysayers 4 years ago, when that current YouTube scandal was going, because there's always something coming up, I would have missed out on an entire career, life-changing experiences, and a lot of money. My internet career has been nothing short of magical at this point. I make money because people are interacting with the sound of my voice, the images I create on the screen, which causes YouTube to send information to AdSense. AdSense sends information to my bank, and my bank changes my bank balance. Nothing physical is actually ever exchanged. It's all digital, yet the roof over my head, the vehicle that I drive, the eyelashes on my face, these are physical manifestations of the alchemy and the magic that's taking place online. I don't feel entitled to that. I feel privileged, and I have never taken a day of this for granted. I've been working since I was 14 years old. I've lived on my own since I was 16. YouTube has been the platform that allowed me to creatively express myself and get paid. It opened up so many new career opportunities, people to work with and connect to that I never would have had the opportunity to. As many of you know, I lived my dream life in the mountains for the past year, where I just had the freedom to finally take a break in life. You know, most of us, we are groomed for work from a very young age. You know, from kindergarten, we're in school from 9 to 5 for 12 years, and then we enter, you know, college and university. We have these 9 to 5 jobs. We never get a break. And I always knew that this was not the way life was meant to be for me, and YouTube gave me that opportunity. So I will absolutely not stand by and watch other YouTubers convince the world that the sky is falling and that their lives are over and that YouTube is dead and gone. As a general rule, I do not give power to any earthly condition, organization, or corporation to influence the course of my life. And there have been a number of situations that have tried to hold me down. You know, when I was in grade school, I'm very grateful to the public school system. I love having been raised in Canada. But one thing that was constantly thrown onto my shoulders was the idea that because I was a woman and because I was a visible minority, that I was disadvantaged and a victim in life. When I was 9 years old, a doctor said I would either be dead in 6 months or in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Many of you know I had an abusive, neglectful mother who had a lot of resentment towards me when I was younger, and then when I started coming into myself, she became very jealous and tried to sabotage me numerous times. And I dialed 911 for the first time in my life last year and actually died on the way to the hospital for the third time in my life. I can't help but look at what I'm made of and how I exist in this world and wonder what it is that keeps me here. It's no earthly thing. So while I agree that the changes on YouTube are very frustrating, they're completely real, and they do have an impact on people's lives, I've been aware throughout my entire internet career that this could end at any time. So I diversified my income sources. I use the free time that I have by not having to work a 9 to 5 by developing myself and learning and developing marketable skills that can benefit me in any area, in any market. I make a great salary from YouTube ads every month, but that is definitely not even scratching the surface of how much money I actually make online. And there's a lot of things about me that the internet still doesn't know. I am a total hedonist. I love to splurge on self-care, experiences, and being generous with friends, but I generally live a simple life. I pay myself $4,000 a month out of all of my earnings, and I invest the rest wisely. I save, and I focus on what really matters to me in life, which is building connections and being in nature and learning who I am in this world. And the interesting thing about this boycott is it's going to end. These major corporations don't spend millions of dollars on YouTube ads out of the goodness of their hearts because they're trying to support the YouTube community. If they're spending $1 million on ads on YouTube, it's because they make $10 million in return. So it's not like they hold all the power here. This kind of thing has happened before. They will come back. The censorship issue is very real. And the fact that they are reacting so strongly and willing to lose money by boycotting YouTube is a very good sign. The voices of a new generation are rising, and maybe this wake-up call, restricting free speech and encouraging censorship, has opened the eyes of a lot of young people and shown them just what can happen when it gets taken too far. And so it's always been of utmost importance, in my opinion, but especially now. Now is the time to cultivate the truth of your inner voice and to focus on faith, resourcefulness, and resilience. No one's job is guaranteed, whether you're a YouTuber or not. There is hell written into the contract of being alive. We suffer. We have things that we really want and we can't get. We experience things that are very unfair, and some never find justice. We get sick, we die, we lose the people that we care the most about. But there is more going on here than meets the eye. And we are living in a very exciting and dynamic time. The experiences you've had, the people you've loved, the places you've been, the impact you've had on others, these are things that nothing can ever take away from you. And if you continue to store up these treasures where they cannot be affected by the verdict of the world and the appearance of things, that's when the scripture of your life begins to unfold within you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Oh, and buy my ebook. Bye.